On this video, I'm just going to talk through some of the cool things we're doing at RunThrough, some of the life things that have happened with me, and some of the things that I've been up to, and then also a bit of my training as well, and what I've been trying to do to try and upgrade myself, improve myself, and get myself fit, healthy, and active. So the first thing I'm going to go into is my training itself. So I set myself a goal a while back after the marathon that I would go and do some track running, and I have not run on the track for years. So I've got a few videos here that I'll just give you a bit of explanation on what's in those videos, but I basically went down to the running track local to me and I set off and did a flat out 800 meters and then a few reps for 400s, 200s, 100s. I did that for like 6 weeks in a row. So my progression improved every single week as it went by. So here's some videos of me doing that.
So I have come to an athletics track and I can probably say I've not stepped foot on one of these tracks with the intent to actually do a session in a long time. I just turned up and thought, just get to a track mat, get over that little bit of fear, I suppose, or yeah, a little bit judgment, I suppose, on myself. I came to a running track every single week from the age of, like, from the time I could walk on a running track. Tuesdays and Thursdays guaranteed, competing at weekends, sometimes weekend track sessions, and then during my late teenage years I was out on every single day. All my training was done on the track, all the drills and weight sessions at Loughborough, and before that I was at a track. And then when I quit back in my final year at Loughborough, like mentally quit, I did actually compete again a few years later. Sorry, a year later, I never really came back, and I've missed it. I've missed just the feeling of it, the smell of it. It's like home, like a track is home to me. I just haven't been home for a long time. So, nice little session, 800 meters pretty much at my max, 4x200, pretty much at my max really, based on the recovery, and yeah, I don't think I could go much quicker. And then 3 easy 100s, cutting it short by 1. Ran 4 miles yesterday, did a half marathon trail on the Saturday, so rested Sunday really. Well, went to the gym Sunday, Monday, just doing that upper body weights, and then yeah, all good. Time to get cooled down.
So as you can see in these videos, I'm just knocking out reps. So I'm doing 200s, 400s, 800s, 100s, depending on what they are. And for me, running at a faster pace, running 100s, 200s is a bit alien for me right now. And I spent so much of my young life on the track, so much time training, racing, sitting there doing drill sessions and stretching sessions and circuit. Like, my whole childhood was based on the track. So I spent so many years away from that to now come back and do track session was a bit alien. I set off with my journey on these 800 meter, basically like mini races for myself. I did the first one, I think it was like 2:36, then I went up to 2:33, I think it's 32, 2:30, 2:28, and I think I ended up on 2:26. And then that day and bear in mind I run 1:51 for 800 meters, so I'm wearing trainers and yeah, I'm by myself, and yeah, I've done no speed work or training for years, but it still shows like how fast I was running back when I was younger compared to what I can do now. I think in a race with a pair of spikes on, other people think right now I could probably run about 2:10, essentially, I think, with a bit of a for the people around and a bit of a push. I was never that great at doing 800 meter reps on my own anyway, even when I was competing at a really high level. But it was quite nice to do those track sessions. On that final track session though, I pulled my hamstring, so I was like completely gutted. I was doing these 200 meter reps at a pretty fast pace, not that fast, but like 30 second, 31 second, 200 meter pace, and my hamstring went, so I was a bit tired probably that day. So I was a bit gutted that happened, and since then I've not really got myself back on track with these track sessions. I'm hoping to do it again, maybe later on in the summer, but since then I've lost a bit of mojo for it. But I was enjoying that period of time, and I feel like I got quite a lot out of it, so I think I might try incorporate interval running back in my training again once I get back into a normal routine of things after the summer months, and see how I get on with that. But yeah, that's me trying to do some track running again, and yeah, really enjoyed it. The next bits are things to run through. So RunThrough moved into its brand new office. It is a huge office for what we need, but the warehouse for all the stuff we have is essential. But above there, we've got a lot of desks and a lot of space for our staff members to come and work whenever they feel like it. It's a really, really cool setup. Lucy, my partner, she spent a lot of time making sure it was perfect. And yeah, I'm really proud of what she did to make it the way it looked. And for me, it's just a really proud moment to have such a massive office space. We've got offices in Manchester, Loughborough, Hertfordshire, so we've got quite a few different locations, but this is by far the biggest, and it is really, really cool to have. I'm actually in the podcast room that we've got here right now, so hopefully you'll see more and more content. I think you've already seen some content from the guys, Emma and the team, knocking out the videos weekly they have about RunThrough events. So yeah, it's really cool to have, and a really good thing to notice about RunThrough and the growth of it, to see that we've got this office space and be able to have some really cool staff members work from it every single week. And as well as that, we have done loads of events since we last spoke. And we're talking like in the summertime, we have Wednesday nights and Thursday nights in Manchester. And we're doing that every single week. So we've got lots of different events around the country. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, 3-4 events sometimes on either of those days. And the team are doing an exceptional job. It is difficult to do and do so many of them, but we have such good teams of people all spread out across the country who are all experts in what they do, and it's just so cool to be able to like go to these races, compete in them, enjoy them, rather than being operationally involved in them. And the team have done a fantastic job of making sure that they're all working the way they should. So yeah, chuffed with that. And then we also had a team building couple of days, which James Tilley organised for us, and it was in Shropshire in a massive kind of mansion house thing, a YMCA place, and all the guys spent a couple of nights in there, like playing football, cricket, having a few drinks, listening to presentations, listening to talks, business updates, and then there's team building exercises and going out and doing treasure hunts and all this sort of stuff. So really enjoyed seeing the guys set that up, and I managed to get there for the tail end of it, which was really cool to see. And yeah, really proud of the team and the culture that's happening and being built here at RunThrough. It's something that's really unique in the running event space. I don't think there's anything like this has ever been built before in the UK. Yeah, maybe around certain large events in the country, but not like we're doing. So to be part of that process is just tremendously fulfilling. So then some personal stuff as well. I've spent the last few weeks, I've been to weddings. My friend Ben Nicol got married down in Brighton, went to a festival in Lytham. I went to Berlin to watch the Euros and us get beat in the final. It was absolutely gutting. I got to the stadium and watched that final. I love football. I'm a Blackburn Rovers fan, and we never really get to win anything these days. So to watch England is probably my only option of having a chance of winning something. So that was cool to go to. But yeah, we got beat, and see some of the videos here that I'm just enjoying myself. But I didn't enjoy myself after the event finished. It wasn't much fun at all. And then I also went across to the USA to the Business of Running World Conference with World Athletics, sponsored by ASICS, which was pretty cool. Got to see how the USA talk about things, think about things, meet some of the big players in the space over there, spend some time with them, listening to them talk and listening to them get involved and engaged with the conference itself. Lots of roundtables, discussions on how to improve events, things we can do to make events better for you runners, for people coming to the events. And yeah, a really good learning experience. We have ambitions to go to the USA with you RunThrough, and it's something that isn't taken lightly. It's going to take the right person, the right team of people to be able to deliver that. And a lot of resource put from our side and time to make sure we do it properly. But steps are being taken, and the same thing's happening in Australia as well. So we are trying to get RunThrough across the world. We are trying to have every run in the world know who RunThrough are in 10 years' time. And that's a big, lofty, ambitious goal. And you never know where it could get to. But I'm really confident with the steps we're taking right now. And especially with these new trail events that we have just launched. Just launched the first one in France, Morzine, which is going to be really cool, happening next year. James Tilley's been leading that. And He's got the event locked in Morzine, where we have the runner retreats. So Lewis and Gemma from Runner Retreats been a big part of helping us get into that location. And then 3 or 4 other spots around Europe that we're hoping to get open in the next few weeks. So I'll update you on the vlog and I'll keep up to date with what's going on. But yeah, that's just a roundup of what I've been up to personally, training wise, and with RunThrough. I hope you found that video useful, guys. For more information on me, I'm Matt Woodywood on all the different channels. And for more information on RunThrough, check out runthrough.com.